Before I do this review, I'm gonna tell you right now I'm a little bit sick, so if you hear some sniffling, whatever, then just don't mind it, I guess. I know I was gonna do a review like every day of the week or whatever since my HC Bailey one, but school and whatever and life, has taken over instead of me doing videos. But I will review another popular Let's Player. This is NintendoCapriSun, or as everyone likes to call him, NCS. What you're seeing right here is his debut Let's Play. It's Final Fantasy VI. He did this in, I think, March 2008. And he recorded it from his TV. That's why it doesn't look too great. But for a debut, it's actually very good. From watching it, it does look like he had put some time into it. Doesn't sound as nervous as most other Let's Players do with their debut. I know I sounded like hell when I did my first couple Let's Plays. That's why I'm redoing them. So that's pretty good. This is one of his most current ones, Super Mario Galaxy 2, which is pretty cool that he's doing a new game like this. Usually it's either the Machinima guys or Darkside Phil who do relatively new games. So I think it's pretty good that NintendoCapriSun is doing this. And yeah, he's really funny while doing this game, and it's pretty awesome. A few good things about NCS is that he's not afraid to do more than one genre of a video game. What's usually common with Let's Players is that they'll do RPGs, or they'll do nothing but platformers, or they'll do nothing but shooters or whatever. They won't expand. They won't. they won't. They won't think outside the box, if you will. But NCS isn't afraid to do several things. He's not afraid to do RPGs and platformers at the same time, and all that. And here's Final Fantasy X, another one of his current LPs. He's just a thing about NCS is that you have to appreciate really bad, I don't want to say toilet humor, but I guess you could call it sophomoric kind of humor that most middle schoolers would use. You know what I mean? One of his jokes is he quotes a Weird Al song, and it goes in the bathroom and all that, and then he says oh, get some more toilet paper and whatever, and it's just hilarious. But most of the time you wouldn't appreciate that kind of humor in his LPs, but with NCS, you know that he's just having fun, and you know that he is, and you know that he's just trying to make people laugh, and he doesn't. It's something you can't take it seriously, because if you do, then you're missing the point with NCS. Yeah, and a couple other things he does with more of the older games is he does what I do, which is he will do a challenge. What you're watching right here is Zelda I, where he goes through the entire second quest without using a sword, up until he gets to Ganon, of course, then you have to use a sword. But I think that's really good, and he does die a few times in this run, but it doesn't matter, because at least he's attempting something different than what every other Let's Player has done, which is go through the first quest and play through it normally. NCS knows that that's been done before, and I guess he knew at the time. This series was done, I think, in summer or fall 2008, something like that. So yeah. But I guess he knew at the time that Zelda 1 had been overdone. Same with Zelda 2, which is what you're seeing right now. That it's been overdone, and that you need some kind of a challenge. Now NCS has done two separate runs of Zelda II. He's played through it normally, which is what you're seeing now, and he has a thing on Gametrailers where he plays through the game with using one attack with an attack power of 1, and the other two categories, magic and life, are at level 8. And he has that on Gametrailers, and those are in 20-minute segments. So that's pretty cool. And he plays through it. And he plays through it without dying, which is I can't even do that, which is pretty crazy. But it shows just how good a gamer that NCS is. So that's pretty good. I would definitely recommend watching Zelda 1 and 2, because not only does he make it entertaining, it's also really cool to see him play through those games. But NCS isn't perfect, and there are a couple games where, in my opinion, just don't really fit in. I mean, it's not to say that they're not good. It's just that they, don't really have it. Secret of Mana is one of them. I mean, he's only doing like a one-player run through it, and it just seems really bland. And it's one of his first LPs, so I don't know. Maybe he was just trying to. Maybe he was trying to find his style there, but I don't know. It just doesn't. I don't know. I watched through it, and it wasn't really that good. And another thing, which I'm probably gonna catch heat for, is Punch-Out. Now, there's been plenty of playthroughs on Punch-Out, and they all do the same damn thing. Which Kingdom Carts also complained about in his walkthrough of Punch-Out, which NCS doesn't do anything special in his playthrough of Punch-Out. It's very entertaining. He makes a lot of jokes, and it's really funny. But when I watch a playthrough of Punch-Out, I want it. I don't know. I want there to be something different. Just look at what NCS is doing here. He's doing what everyone else does. But if I see a playthrough of Punch-Out, I want to see a fighter get knocked out in like record time, or what I used to do. I used to post high scores, which I'm still gonna do, by the way. But NCS's playthrough of this game is nothing really special. It doesn't. When compared to most of his other LPs, it's just not there. And he did this in I think summer 2009, so he was well versed into doing Let's Plays by then. So it just doesn't wow me. But that's not to say it's not good when compared to the multitude of other playthroughs of Punch-Out, which, I could shit on all day. But whatever. But I digress. Like I said, but I digress. Because it is NintendoCapriSun, so if you do watch his playthrough of Punch-Out, yeah, you're gonna be entertained, but it's not gonna be anything special. So maybe I just have really high expectations. But anyway, NintendoCapriSun, I'd probably give him maybe an 8.5 overall out of 10. Sometimes he goes a little too far with the bathroom humor, but whatever. I still think it's hilarious, but some others may be turned off by it. But whatever. He has 40,000 subs, so who am I to say what's best? You know what I mean? Anyway, I hope you liked this review, and yeah, stay tuned for some more stuff by me, because I'm gonna be coming back. I just gotta get better. Peace.